Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to, Single Dad's Cooking. We'll see how we go with this, all right? So today what we're going to make is my version of a turkey tenderloin. Now, that gives me an opportunity to talk about my little homestead. And trust me, when I say little, it is modest. We have chickens, we have ducks, we have 2 peacocks, we have 2 crazy dogs, and we have turkeys, goats, and sheep.
And a guinea.
Oh, and a guinea. Thank you for reminding me. So the turkeys, we have roughly 3 different breeds. We have your white butterball, we have a heritage, we have the artisan, and we have the sweetgrass. So not everybody has the opportunity to harvest what they grow. Find you a good local butcher. It's going to be good meat, good quality meat that you can get, and tell them what you want, and they'll cut it right up for you. So we're going to work with a tenderloin, and I'm going to prepare it and get it started. So what you're going to need, I use honey garlic seasoning. I use thyme, oregano, sage, and rosemary. I'm going to use some cold pressed olive oil. Now listen, I use extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is expensive. There's no doubt about it. Cold press is the healthiest kind to get. I get mine from, I make sure, again, I'm very conscious about my oils. In fact, in Greenville, South Carolina, there is an oil vinegar shop. They have some of the best cooking oil that you can buy. Now, having said that, I'm out. So I always keep a stock of Mediterranean, whether it be Greek or Italian or even from North Africa. What I have is a version of cold pressed extra virgin olive oil from Greece. We use it. It is very healthy for you. You can dip bread right into it. It tastes great, and it's very good for the body. And of course, we're going to be using a small bit of raw, unfiltered, pure honey, straight from an individual's bee farm. So, with this dish, you can add apple cider vinegar. You could add brown sugar. I don't. I use honey because I try to limit where I splurge my, my little habits, my addictions for unhealthy eating. So we don't use apple cider vinegar. On that topic, just for your purpose only, one of the oldest apple cider vinegars in the United States is Bragg's, and that was a brand that I grew up seeing my grandparents use, my mom used, and in fact I used it all the way up until about 4 months ago when Bill Gates bought it out. So I no longer use Bragg. Not that I'm condoning or trying to decide either way. I'm just telling you I don't use it. Not for a statement or anything. Everybody has to make their own decision. So we're going to be using some turkey tenders from one of our turkeys. Here we go. All right, this is they're cut in 1 pound pieces. So there's a pound, and here is some of that mix. Now the mix that I'm sprinkling on here is I used 1 teaspoon of sage. I used 1.5 teaspoon of thyme. I used 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of rosemary, and 1 teaspoon of honey garlic. And this, I rub it in really good. This is going to be per pound of turkey that we use. So I usually make 2 of these to feed 5 of us. And there's 1 pound right there, and the second pound I'll get in a moment. So let's get that in there, rubbed in pretty good. And it's good to leave a little on the pan in there because we're going to be putting some olive oil in there, and that'll soak it up. All right. Next, I hate that on my hands. Next, like I said, we use our cold press olive oil, and we're generous with it. At least I am. Okay, so be generous with it. It's expensive, but you know what? It's all about your health. It's about the kids' health. Let them grow up, be fine young kids. Invest in your children, and hopefully when you catch them half asleep like I did, you can tell the kids, hey, let's have a contract. Your first $1 million that you make is mine. And what I will do is, until you make that $1 million, I'll be at all your games. You need anything for school, I'm there for you. Whether it be supplies or after school activities, I'm there for you. Anything that you truly need to be successful in life, I will be there. But I get your first $1 million. And of course, all 3 of them said sure, except for one, who then later says, I really don't want to pay you $1 million, so can we bet on something? And if I win, then I don't have to pay you $1 million. If you win, then it'll be double. So the oldest owes me $2 million, but I can't even remember what the bet was.
Yeah, the bet is very unknown at this point.
But I remember it was something, I mean, very simple.
Stupid.
And it was silly. And I'm thinking, are you serious? Because I'm really going to win. This is... Anyways, let's move on here. Okay, so now we just did our oil. And all we're going to do is sprinkle a little bit of honey in there. Okay. That honey's going to take over where the brown sugar should have. All right. Now I'm going to prep the second tenderloin in here, and we'll get it in the oven. So give me a second to prep the second, and we'll be right back. All right. So we got the second one in. We got it all set up in here. All right. And this is going to be great. We're going to we've already preheated our oven to 400 degrees. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in for about 50 minutes. And occasionally throughout, it's just like Thanksgiving, you're going to baste it. You're going to make sure that you keep this covered for at least the first 20 minutes or so. Let these oils and stuff bake in there. And then it'll be ready. So let's get it in the oven. Okay, let's get her out of the oven. Alright, she's fresh out. That smells good. So let's take a look. and all the way through. Very nice. Oh yeah. And it's nice, it's juicy, it smells really good, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this as much as we are. And I believe that this will pretty much conclude us us making this. So until the next episode, or whatever you want to call it, I hope you guys enjoy the recipe, make it your own, and as always, make memories.